What's going on? You are tuned in. Actually, I don't know what we're calling this because it's summertime, man. We're off. Kick'em is over. What's good? The season finally ended. I'm here with Oaks. I'm here with our friend Nick. Like I said, friendly faces, everybody. Hope everyone's familiar. We're going to be doing the summer shit. We're starting here soon. We're going to have transfer talk. We're going to have some Brazilian talk. We're going to have MLS talk. But most importantly, we're going to get down to business with Copa America and the Euro futures. Oaks, Nick, how we doing?
I'll let Nick go first. We all know how I'm doing.
Good, man. Appreciate you guys having me back. Looking forward to this. Was congratulating you. Thanks, Bird. Was congratulating you guys off air. Haven't been on since the Madrid double. So shout out to you both. We all made some money. So let's do it this summer.
Hold on. Let me address something really quick. Bird, how about what? How about taking an hour to score a second goal against Andorra? How about having to sub 5 players to get another goal against Andorra? Did I know Andorra was even a country? No, I didn't. How about it? The fact that Spain's going to be going to Euros with a 17-year-old as their center back when Sergio Ramos just had another team of the season-esque performance and he's right there is shocking to me. Go figure that it's another ex-Barcelona coach, but whatever. Yeah, we'll see an early exit for Spain. Oh, look, you're getting lots of love here, Nick.
Hey, dude, we fired another coach, or he left by mutual consent. So let's have a summer.
You fire your president too, because
I wish we could.
That shit with Dachi Kamado was absolutely ridiculous. He's like, I want to be here, but like, I'm not gonna keep playing here for no money, guys. Can you guys just give me some money? And they're like, nah, fuck you. And Crystal Palace is like, yeah, all right, we'll give you money. And
yeah, absolutely. Hey, little money, little stability, not asking for a whole lot, but I guess it's too much for Lazio.
He's a super quality player, too. I mean, like, he scored a couple of really nice bangers from outside the box for you guys. He had a couple of nice helpers, but he's got a tremendous work rate on and off the ball.
Damn, Dachi Kamada left too? That's fucked up. That one cuts a little deep over here. I won't lie to you. Now I have no idea who I'll bet on for random shots on target. Is Felipe Anderson there still?
Yes, he is.
He's going to Brazil, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is leaving.
Sorry. My condolences, but that's awesome, guys. Yeah. Sidebar, that's fucking awesome for us that are betting straight Brazilians. All right. I'm coming off a Champions League win, but, I guess we'll do last week's fuck yous. I have a couple of complaints. So we'll get a couple things off our chest here. Nick, I hope you're well. I know you said you had a sore throat, and I told you not to cry too much over Toni Kroos leaving. I hope you kept that in mind over the weekend. Oaks, I know what you were doing over the weekend. You're a degenerate piece of shit. My fuck yous are going to look pretty similar to Oaks's also, probably, if I have to guess how Brazilian League went for him. Because I put all my picks out, and then I went and looked over at Oaks, and I was like, this guy's a fucking dick eater. So if you can imagine that me and Oaks didn't speak and then we're on the same Brazilian picks, fair warning, you should probably take those picks just for next time. I do have a couple of complaints though. My first one, Oaks can agree with this one. Athletic Paranaense somehow were the first place team in Brazilian Serie A, but couldn't score us one fucking goal. I took them both teams to score. I didn't even trust in the win. I have a couple of double chance tickets we won't talk about. These guys couldn't get us one fucking goal. Who were they playing? Like Cuiabá or who was somebody? Yeah, somebody's shit. That was a mid-table, bottom-tier fucking Brazilian team that the first place team couldn't get one single goal against. I had a 7-leg parlay, and it was the last leg. And
they were playing Fortaleza.
Hell.
They were playing Fortaleza, and we know they don't play no defense.
They play zero fucking defense. I can't tell you how many tickets I have on Fortaleza. Both teams to score strictly off. Oh, Fortaleza is playing. Fuck it. They don't play defense and they'll get me one. Next one, Gremio. Stop embarrassing me in front of my friends. Fluminense, I think do we have to respect Juventude now? They couldn't beat Juventude. This is what we're doing. Like, if your name rhymes with somebody's ass, you shouldn't be good. Like, it's just so apparently I don't know if Fluminense is losing it a little bit. Maybe they only care about Copa Libertadores. I don't know if Marcelo's trying to give them that Madrizima where it's like, nah, we only care about the big trophies. Those little ones, And then my last one's Jude Bellingham. Most because I gave everyone a very safe parlay of Jude Bellingham shot on target, Madrid to lift the cup, and Vinny to score assist. Oh, and Fulkrug shot on target. Nice little plus 450, easy one. And it did not hit because he had that one tap in where the defender hit maybe his big toe to it. So it counted as a block shot, and then the goalie didn't even have to make a save. All very upsetting. Jude Bellingham, thanks for winning the double and winning player of the season, young player of the season, UCL. But I'm mad that you didn't make me more money. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Jude. I'll take the 2 trophies, I guess.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's it. I went 9 for 6 last week. I don't have that many complaints. 1 of 15.
I'm going to start with Fiorentina. Score a goal. Just score one goddamn goal. Shout out Olympiacos. I know that's like Greece's first, I want to call it a major trophy, but it's a European trophy. I know it's consolation and the competition's only like, 2-3 years old, but good for you. Shout out Olympiacos.
Respectfully, though, if you were on Fiorentina, I know they dominated the game, and on paper, they're definitely a better team. They literally played that game in Greece in their direct rival stadium. You thought they weren't going to take that trophy.
I just thought there was going to be both teams to score.
Yes.
So I thought that goal getting chalked off at the 9th minute was kind of a disaster for the match. And then, it was 0-0. It went up to extra time, and Olympiacos came out on top, which is fine. I just was on both teams to score, and I laid some pretty good juice to do it, so I was kind of pissed there. So, yeah, just score in regulation, both teams. But shout out Olympiacos. I'm not going to deal with –
This is important. This is a bird fact.
I'm not going to deal with MLS from last Wednesday.
Wait till Bird tells you what Kamada means in Japanese.
Everybody Google. Oh, Bird's getting crushed with that.
Gremio score a goal. I think Leg already mentioned that. I'm super glad I stayed away from the Cueva Internacional game.
I was there.
Botafogo scored 2 goals. Like, Corinthians really isn't that good. Just scored 2. I tried to give out Botafogo to score 2 at plus 145 last week, and it would have been really nice if they lived up to that. Toronto FC for getting 2 red cards. That's outrageous. But also, like, the price on Bernadeschi to get a goal was absolutely disrespectful against DC United, who simply doesn't keep clean sheets. So shout out Bernadeschi for at least scoring a goal there.
Can we shout out his stat line of like a goal, an assist, a yellow, and a red? Like, he did it all in that game.
That's the heavy duty Gordie Howe hat trick. A goal, assist, and a booking is like good enough for the Gordie Howe hat trick. But if you get double booked for the red, that you should probably get a little extra there. For the Kamavinga shot on target, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty easy. Plus 225. So Orlando, for just being ass on the road this season, went from the last 2 years being the single best team on the road in all of the MLS to just being ass. So Orlando, your on the road form is definitely fallen off. I know Bird's a Red Bulls fan, so he was happy about the 1-0 win. But yeah, Orlando, you need to pick your shit up here on the road. Philly Union. You got to win a game at home, boys. I know that Andre Blake's hurt. I know that he went to Jamaica to get checked out by their doctors. I know you have a lot of weird shit going on in-house where you guys can't figure out where you're going to spend your money, what you're doing with your coach, what you're doing with your developmental players. And we're winless at home since you built that new bar in the parking lot that they were threatening to burn down, which, listen, I hang out with Leg. I've been to a bunch of Union games. You should probably listen to people from Philly when they say, yo, fuck you, we'll burn this place to the ground, because they're probably going to burn that place to the ground. So I'd make sure your insurance is up to date.
I was going to say, yeah, those threats are not empty at all.
No, I've seen what happens when the Eagles win a parade.
Done much worse.
So yeah, also 2 red cards in that game, so that was fucking dumb. We're on fuck you. So anybody from England, the English newspapers, English people on Twitter, English media who is just decided that they're going after Jude Bellingham now, saying that he put in a dog shit performance in the UCL final, saying that he's been Casper the Ghost the second half of the year. You guys know this man is not a striker, right? Like, he is a midfielder. He has midfield and get back responsibilities. His primary thing he's supposed to be doing is taking the ball and springing Vinny or Rodrigo on the left and right. His job isn't to just go into the box and be a fucking number 9. That's not what we bought Jude Bellingham for. That's not his position. So I don't know who the fuck you guys think you are and how you get your jollies off internet bullying fucking Jude Bellingham. And I don't know how you guys always act like you're so in the right and you're so fucking high and mighty. You guys know we haven't forgotten what you did to Saka after last Euros when you made an effigy of him and fucking hung him by a noose underneath the bridge and shouted racist shit at him for missing a fucking penalty kick. Yeah, fuck you, England. You're all fucking scumbags and your football fucking sucks. None of your teams are good. That's why you didn't have a single fucking team in any European final. You fucking suck, England. Get the fuck over it and stop smelling your own farts. So yeah. And then Madrid fans who are going in on Rodrigo. I watched somebody try and tell me fucking Brahim Diaz is better than Rodrigo. No, the fuck he's not. Brahim Diaz is a great super sub, but Brahim Diaz is a guy nobody wants to see in this lineup for 75 to 80 minutes because he's a walking turnover just like Lucas Vasquez is. Yeah, he's fast as fuck, and he's super good to have in there when we're up 3-0, 4-1, and we're just yeeting balls over the top for him to go into the net and finish. And he's a good guy who, when we need goals and all we're going to do is press the ball over the top to try and break a tie or come back from behind, that's great. But this guy doesn't defend at all. And Rodrigo is probably one of the most skilled forwards pressing high that there is. So, yeah, if you think that Rodrigo, just because he's in a little bit of a scoring slump, doesn't deserve to be on our team, then you don't know shit about ball. And then lastly, all the Barcelona fans who just keep sucking off the La Miz. Oh, La Miz. Oh, I'd rather play with La Miz players. Oh, well, you guys are spending more money than us. None of the players you claim are from La Miz are from La Miz. And, yeah, your academy really isn't that good. You have Yamal, and he's like the only fucking good guy. So
no, I heard Arda Güler outscored him in 6 games.
Yeah, and Yamal's what, 16, 17? We still don't even know if that dude's good yet. You guys are jerking yourselves off about your academy. You remember when you said Ansu Fati was going to be the best player ever? Doesn't Brighton not even fucking want him on their team anymore? And you still got to pay him money?
Yeah, relax, dude. Don't talk about the Barcelona number 10 like that.
So, yeah, that's just where I'm at. Fuck Twitter.
Messi anointed him. Bryce, what's going on, man? I don't condone this. Typical Barcelona fan. That's all I'll say. I don't condone that. Nick, how you doing, man? You got any,
good?
You got
Thank
any
you. What's up?
You got any hockey fuck yous for me?
Yeah, fuck you to the Edmonton Oilers because the Panthers are about to dust their shit off the ice, I hope. Anyway, no, Oak summed it up, man. He gave the fuck you to all of England. Like, I thought that's where it was going, and then it went there. So that was pretty fun. I appreciate that. Definitely with you guys on fuck you to any team that didn't score goals this weekend, because I too was on that Fiorentina Olympiacos game, and shout out to Olympiacos, dude. They tore through that tournament. They were phenomenal, deserved winner. At home, very, very cool. But yeah, I'm with you. I can't get too down on teams in Brazil. I think it's a little too early for me to know what the fuck I'm talking about in that league. They're what, 6 games in, maybe 5-6 games in this year. So yeah. I feel like I feel like goals are coming. They just haven't come yet.
Oh,
Like there's not one team.
We don't play that bullshit in Brazil. Right? Maybe defense is coming. If you don't have goals yet, you're fucked. You're getting relegated. This is Brazil.
I agree, but what team is fucking put up 2-3 goals a game consistently? I don't feel like any of them have.
Yeah, I know. They're all just a huge, massive disappointment.
Which is what I'm saying.
I'm not being patient. No, fuck that.
Yeah, no, fuck you. Where are the goals? So that's where I'm at.
Dude, where are the goals? Fuck that shit.
Fuck you to any team that doesn't score. That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking through. I don't see any threes besides Corinthians, and it was definitely Fluminense. Very sad, though.
Flamengo did hang 6 on Vasco.
That doesn't count. Flamengo's hanging them on everybody. Fuck you, that guy that said Lenny Euro looks like Cole Palmer. Because he does. Is that why he's going to cost so much? I think he's English. Is that what's going on? He does kind No, it doesn't sound like an English name at all. Just Lenny sounds more English. But yeah, I hope everybody feels better.
I do.
This is going to be a pretty generic title here. We're doing futures. So we're going to work on Euro first here. And I'm just going to put Euro 2024 because I know myself and it's a lot of just fucking jumbled mess of numbers that I liked written onto one piece of paper. So I'll try to organize it a little bit here for you guys. We're going to go group by group to start it off because you get a lot of really good numbers. If you look at FanDuel, if you look at ESPN Bet, if you look at DraftKings on who's going to win the group, I think FanDuel and ESPN Bet will do like most likely to be top 2, most likely to qualify because they have that whole third place. Like,
yeah, they have the weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
it's jacked the numbers around, right?
Yeah,
with the added teams and with the 2 advance, it's totally jacked.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Bird's name's Lenny. We got Bird's government name, everybody. Everybody screenshot this. If Bird ever starts talking shit, to say, all right, chill out, Lenny. And then he'll fucking fuck out. Oh, my God. Does this guy know who I am? Yeah, we have your IP address, Lenny. What's up? Anyway. Euro 2024. We're going to start with Group A. So Group A, we got Germany, Switzerland, Scotland, and Hungary. Off the rip, I'm going to give you guys my top 4. Off the rip. Germany, number 1. Tony Cruz, farewell. Let's fucking get it. Hungary, 2nd. Switzerland, 3rd. Then Scotland. You guys know I love Scott McTominay. I love Billy Gilmore, Chad Adams, the boys over there again. This is not the group for them. We'll take some McTominay props. I'll take a shot on target. Maybe a goal if he's feeling himself. But Germany is going to cook this entire group. If they don't, we're going to see Germany go through a whole new fucking manager thing. You know, Hansi Flick couldn't even last the competition here. So, you know, there is the off chance that Germany just sucks with that ridiculous amount of talent that they have. And another.
No, should beat the brakes off the U.S., so they're pretty good. Not that we're good, but.
Yeah, so I love if you're not as bold as I am, you don't want to take Hungary in the top to qualify top 2, which was plus 185. No big deal. Hungary to just qualify is minus 135. That counts at 3rd place spot. That technically counts as qualifying as well, depending, I guess, where they'll end up in the 3rd place brackets. But then the qualify minus 135. I feel like everyone's kind of forgotten about Hungary and how Daniel Gazdag at the peak of his performances couldn't even get a starting spot on this team. Like, this is a very good offensive team. They're one of those countries that somehow come together and make a solid ass lineup where they're not letting up a lot of goals and they're down to throw the punches with whoever the fuck you are. We saw them beat England's ass at their crib in England when they're on that long ass win streak. So Group A, I think, is a little bit more open than people want to really talk about.
Yeah.
Fuck you too, Flash. You're gonna let me go on that whole monologue and then say this?
What's going on, Flash? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of right there with you. I think I might take Scotland over Switzerland just because Shaqiri, I mean, if he's playing another tournament, so good for him. I thought the World Cup was going to be his last international duty, but I'll take Shaqiri for shots on target. But yeah, I like Germany definitely to win this group. I even have a future on Germany to win Euros at plus 550 on DraftKings. The second I heard it was Tony Cruz's farewell tour, I said, why not run it back? It's at home. It's in Germany. So I took that at plus 550. And here's the greatest thing. If it doesn't win, it's going to provide me a month of content for $25. So that's really the game I'm in right now. So yeah, I think it's a good price too. I would like a little longer, like plus 700 would be great, but you know, I'm fine taking it at plus 550. I think it is still a good play. I'm with leg. I have Hungary to qualify at minus 130, or top two to finish second is like plus 130. So I like that a lot. And then the other one I'd want to take, or that I took a flyer on here, McSauce, Scott McTominay, Scotland top goal scorer plus 500. Who else is scoring for him? Shea Adams? Get one?
McGinn. Not worried about McGinn? I'd be worried about him. They have McTominay.
I know Scotland. I know McSauce had the most goals in qualifying.
Is he healthy? Fully healthy now?
McSauce?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean
that's the only thing that would give me pause, but I agree. He's their best player, like by far.
Well, you don't respect Billy Gilmore, bro, and McGinn?
Nope.
Fucked up.
Sorry. Listen, I'm with you guys.
Orlando?
I'm with you guys in this group. I think this is like we've seen Switzerland, right? They're old. They've put in good performances the last couple of tournaments. They're, still have a great goalkeeper in Sommer, even though he's probably 34, 35 at this point. I think Hungary is a better hungrier team. Germany first, Hungary second, plus 300. So I think the only way to really extract, I like both of your bets. I think to advance at minus 130 is definitely a good play, but try to get any sort of value out of this group. That's where I'm going. Plus 300, Germany first, Hungary second.
Not old is what, don't make me go through their squad, Flash.
No,
name any relevant player on their team, and I'll let you know if he's under 30. Their star goalkeeper, who's arguably probably their best player, is 35 years old. That's all. We'll just start out there. Fabian Schär is probably their best defender, 32 years old. Unless you want to count Mbabu or Kanji, I respect the Kanji. He's sitting at like 28. I don't know if he's going to be playing CDM for this.
Who's the French? Who's the forward that plays in France that's kind of decent for them too?
What, for Switzerland?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Hold up, Xhaka doesn't count as old now.
I forget who their forward. I always get confused. Like Nkunku is one of their forwards, or somebody like that. Okafor, thank you. I knew somebody like
Okafor
in that France Chelsea round. Okay,
I do like Okafor a lot.
He's not really like a goal scorer, right? He's more of like a.
No, he should be. Milan messed up bad by not. Yeah. When Giroud said, "I'm going to LAFC," and was like, "Okay, we're not going to win the Scudetto, but we're somehow in love with the Giroud farewell tour." That's when they should have been playing Okafor at the 9 100%. With Pulisic in the middle, Chuck on the right, and Liao on the left.
Mbolo's 27. Are we still waiting for him? Are we still waiting for him to hit his ceiling, that Mbolo ceiling everyone's been telling me about the last 5 years? Because I'm still waiting for it.
Thank you, Flash. Mbolo was who I was trying to think of. He played
a whole 5 matches this year too, guys. Mbolo, 27 in his prime. Played a whole 5 matches, lost his job to Balogun, and an alleged offender.
Oh, yeah, Ben Yedder.
Spot game facts. You know what it is. All right, fair enough, Flash. Fair enough. Mbolo tore his ACL. Even better. Let's look forward to this guy that's coming off a torn ACL. Yeah, I was going to flip that argument no matter what. Go ahead. Give me something else, Jacob. Go ahead. Give me something else. Go ahead. Oh, so he's coming back from ACL tear. Well, I've seen 2 people come back from that. Is he going to Courtois or Militao it?
Group B?
Yep, Group B. All right, Group B, we got. So I don't know how the fuck they made these groups because this one kind of seems like bullshit. It's Croatia, Italy, Spain, and Albania. Albania got fucked so heavily in this.
Yeah.
And if you know UEFA, there might have been a little malice behind it, to put it lightly. UEFA, that really good competition, definitely wouldn't take any bribes or anything from anyone. So, again, whatever. I got Croatia going number 1, Italy number 2, Spain 3, and Albania 4. If you really believe in this Spain team, which I don't know how you can back this Spain team with the manager in charge, and you see the decisions he's making. Did you see that starting 11 against Andorra that fucking struggled? He literally had to sub out half the lineup to get a win. Like, I don't know how you can back a manager like that. He's backing a 17-year-old to lead the back line, which again, I don't know how you can in a Euro competition, it seems like a bold move putting them there for his fifth Spanish start. But hey, to each their own. Italy, this kind of is their competition. Italy, I didn't see it coming last time. I don't really see it coming this time. And then if you put out the right Italy lineup, like if I see Chiesa, Orsolini, and damn, who are they even going to put up there? I want to say
Smaka's playing the 9.
Fucking Retegui or whatever up front there. And Samacha should be starting because Samacha's good for 20 if you just start him. DeMarco's a baller. I like everyone from the back line between Bastoni, Mancini. Like they got guys for every spot. Barella, if he comes in fully fit, that midfield's gonna look solid. Shit, they could throw Jorginho there if they wanted a little experience and old guys back there too. So I think Italy has a lot of options that will lead to a far run in this Euro. And Croatia, we're on the Modric farewell tour, and they always do very well in the group stages, and then they'll probably lose first round. But they always do fantastic in the group stages. They play very well against bigger opponents, and they play very well against smaller opponents. They just show up and do their thing. It's the quality of footballers they have right there. Mind you, they're coming to the end of that era. I don't know if Rakitic is going to be here, but Kramaric, go do your thing. Pekovic, go do your thing. Luka Modric is on pens. I'm here for it, Croatia.
Yeah, I mean, look, Spain's going to find a way to win this group because they always do. No matter how much I don't love watching this Spanish team, they will find a way to win this group. That said, it's going to be ugly. There's going to be a lot of draws. There's going to be a lot of really low-scoring games.
Yes.
Because that's just how Spain plays football. That's also how Italy plays football too.
That's also how Croatia plays.
Exactly, Croatia. Like we're looking at a lot of 1-0s, 1-1s. I don't think there's a lot of 2-goals games here unless you're playing Albania. And I don't even think Albania is like a massive punching bag. They still have some decent skill. They're just not anywhere near Italy, Croatia, and Spain. So Albania is definitely going to finish last. Spain is going to find a way to top this group. And then, there is something to be said for Italy being the defending champs here. So I probably have them finish above Croatia. But as far as this group goes on stuff I like, Samacha to be the top goal scorer in Italy plus 700 on
Unreal.
And look, I know Samacha's newer to the Italian squad, but he's Italian through and through. He had over 20 goals at Sassuolo. He got traded to West Ham where he was forced to ride the bench, and they just kept running Antonio out there for no goddamn reason. He can play with his back to goal. He's found his assist boots too. He's playing much less selfish football at Atalanta than he was at Sassuolo. Because everybody should know I'm a huge Samacha guy. I've been one since I started watching ball. He's the reason I turned the Sassuolo crest into the Burr Oaks logo.
Love it.
So yeah, I mean, I'm heavy with Samacha here. I love him at plus 700 to be Italy's leading goal scorer.
Just to interrupt, I think that's like the freest money of the entire tournament because 2 goals gets it for him. Like,
hold on.
Literally all you need.
Do you want to know what the actual freest money is? Because it's in Group F, and I'll give it to you later.
Okay. No, man, I thought that was just an absolutely insane line. I don't know who made it. They're going to get fired when we all make a shit ton of money on it. Because Oaks, I could not agree with you more.
I actually really like what Flash just said in the chat. Plus 375 Group B to be the lowest scoring group. That's a genius play.
I do like it, but I feel like there's like 1 or 2 groups, man, of just like 4 dog shit teams where it's going to be close.
I'm looking at that Group F where unless Portugal beats the shit out of everyone, I don't really know who's scoring goals. Like Czech Republic will get a couple, Patrick Schick out in his bitch. But like unless Turkey's young bulls, like if we see Arda Güler and Yildiz like start balling out, I don't know where the goals come from Group F either, but I also don't hate that at plus 375 when you know how these teams will be dominant, but they'll be dominant with just possession. But then we could see a game like today. Like I wouldn't be shocked if we saw Spain just put up 5 on Albania after getting a 0-0
I've
draw.
also seen Spain completely forget how to play defense and play 3-3 games with really garbage teams. But that said, like, I do think that the map to being good in Group B is to not give up goals and score one.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, next one we got. Oh wait, I also have Crown merch for Croatia as to be their top goal scorer. It was plus 300. So I was like, all right, it's him or Modric. Group C, we have Denmark, England, Serbia, and Slovenia. In order, I have England first, Serbia second, Denmark third, and Slovenia fourth. I don't really see it going any other way at all. I don't think you could even convince me. Maybe Denmark.
Yeah, I was going to say Serbia is a little overrated.
Jonas Win wants to have themselves a day against Serbia, which I really fucking doubt. I love Mitrovic, Vlahovic, and Tadic. I just love that.
But they lose every game. Like, when's the last time Serbia beat somebody? They lose every fucking game. They beat
Brazil in the World Cup, didn't they?
Did they? I think they went out with 0 points in the World Cup or something like that.
I don't know. I love the Serbian offense, and I don't think anyone really has an answer for them on.
Didn't they lose 2-1 yesterday? Like they give up goals every single game. Too?
You're right, but also like who are we looking on this back line? Like Goodledge is probably their best guy that they started in that game, so I'm not sweating that too much.
All I'm saying is, like, every tournament, every time I see them, people are hyped because they do have some good forwards. They have some good talent on this team. I'm not saying they don't. They're a total prove it to me team. Like, until I see them in a tournament get out of a group, they're not getting my fucking money. I don't know.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, and I would really like to say Denmark, but like I can't hope that Eriksson drops dead from a heart attack again and that they just go on a Cinderella story run. Because one, it's good to see him back and healthy, but two, like that's not something anybody wants to see, and that's the reason they made it so far as they did. Like that team's not good enough, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, if it's between them and Serbia to get second place, I do think that Serbia is playing a little bit better ball, and they have monsters back there on the back line that even if they're not scoring, will make you suffer for 90 minutes.
Plus 275, England first, Serbia second. I mean, it's not a bad look. To me, it's going to come down to that head-to-head game with Denmark.
I would say also Denmark did only score 1 goal in the World Cup. If we're going back to like international competitions, Denmark only had 1 fucking goal the whole time.
Wasn't it that? Well, I know Demsgaard had that absolutely nasty free kick.
Yeah, they scored against France and then couldn't score against Tunisia. They tied them 0-0, and then they lost to Australia 1-0, which doesn't back them for why they'll be able to beat Serbia. They did get a win over Sweden today in a friendly. So maybe they're figuring it out. Christian Eriksen's going to have a lot on his plate, though, in my opinion, if you think he's getting them to the finish line.
Demsgaard is nasty from free kick, though. So, like, I will be looking at Demsgaard shot on target a bunch.
The only other things I have for this group is that if you were to just take, like, any goal scorer that isn't Harry Kane to be England's top goal scorer, all the numbers look awesome. Like, Foden was sitting at, like, plus 650. Bellingham was sitting at like plus 500. I didn't even look at Saka. I don't care about him. Cole Palmer is plus 1,800 though. I would take him before I took Saka.
Is he gonna start?
I don't know, but is Saka gonna start?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck's starting.
I know Harry Kane's gonna start, so
technically Ollie Watkins should start too, right? Yeah. Why don't they play 2 strikers? Ollie Watkins, most goal contributions in England, the greatest league on the planet. What else do you need?
You don't need too. Right? Is he gonna get in the squad? Is he going to get left off? Who knows?
That's like the worst job to have is like England manager, because everyone's like, oh, it's so easy. This is the starting 11, and everyone misses it by like 2 people. And then everyone then argues, depending which fan.
For a month. For an entire month.
Your Saka starting. If you're from Manchester, how is Marcus Rashford not on this team? So, you gotta sift through all the bullshitters and the bias, and good luck, Southgate, because I already don't think you're a very good manager. And their expectation is always to win everything, which makes it even worse. So I always look forward to England. I look forward to England setting the bar really high, getting really close, and then falling. That's what I look forward to every single time. Shout out Italy for the last era. Expect eight changes game 3, probably.
Right.
Madison's getting sent home. Absolutely fucking not, Bird.
No,
if you have
not a chance.
I don't
Dude.
even
It's
fuck
Harry
with Harry
Kane.
Kane, but if you have a penalty kick and Harry Kane's on the field, he's taking the fucking. I would love to see him try to take the ball out of Harry Kane's hand, actually.
And if it's not Kane, it's Tooney, because Tooney still is perfect from the spot lifetime, correct?
Didn't he miss one?
Okay, maybe he's got one miss, but I'm pretty sure Tooney's.
Yeah, they have a lot of people that are good at Penzo over in England.
Yeah.
But again, I like Foden and Palmer. Just again, if you don't want to take Harry Kane because he's like minus 165 to be
Right.
Yeah. You guys have anything else in this one?
No.
Group D, we got France, Netherlands, Poland, and Austria. I have it in that order. Like I didn't want to overthink it. The only thing that I really overthought was who's getting third place. And sorry, Austria, without David Alba. And it's not that you don't have the talent to do it. It's just you don't have the guy that's going to keep you guys focused. You have a lot of kind of what's a nice way to put Arnautovic's attitude? We'll call it unpredictable guys on your team. That without a David Alba to keep everyone in order and to make sure, like, hey, this is what we're doing. I do think he's going to be on the coaching staff still, but that's not the same as having the general on the field. And I think you're going to see that it's going to be very obvious. Mind you, Austria still has plenty of guys over there that can change a game, a lot of talent still. But I think Poland, you put Lewandowski out there. They were in the do or die situation to get into this competition. I'll give them third place. And then France and Netherlands are on a completely different level to these two guys. Pick your poison if you want to take Netherlands over France. I think Netherlands tends to play better as a team, but I don't know if they're going to have that same effect this year when you have Gakpo and Depay kind of fighting to see who's going to be the guy up front. I'm backing Depay. I like him to be Netherlands leading goal scorer at plus 400. But you can pretty much take any name at plus 400, Gakpo, Malen, and Depay. They're all great bets. And if one of them doesn't lead in goals, I'll be fucking shocked, and Xavi Simons should pass one.
What's my boy Weghorst at?
Oh, you thought
man, you can't be serious with Weghorst, bro.
What's he at? What's he at? I want to know what he's at. If he's like plus 2,000 or if he's plus 1,500, yeah, I'd take a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
he just never starts again.
Bum though.
Plus 1,000. I'd rather take Daniel Malen at plus 750.
Yeah, that's what I also have. I have Malen. No, like, listen, I get it. Weghorst is a striker, but I watched him go an entire tournament without scoring one fucking goal, dude. Like, the guy's just bad. No third going through from this.
I'm with you, Flash.
I tend to agree. I think if anyone would, it's Austria. I'm taking Poland to finish bottom of this group. This team is ass. It's Lewandowski and nobody else you've ever heard of except for Adam Buska. If you watch,
Zielinski.
Yeah. Oh, Sidarsky's over there too.
Zielinski from Napoli.
Yeah, for all you MLS heads, Sidarsky's gonna play, and Adam Buska from the New England Revolution, who went to Nantes, and then got traded from there and went.
Holy, you fucking hater! You know, Shesky's a dog, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Shesky is a really good keeper, but that back line atrocious. That entire midfield,
atrocious. They didn't pipe up about QR or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. He's like a left back.
So yeah, the entire defense and midfield for Poland is absolutely atrocious. It's like, yeah, Lewandowski's really good sometimes, and he's really good
36.
for Poland. But somebody has to get him the ball. And I just don't think that anybody's going to be able to get him the ball.
Whoa, dude, Milik's there, man. Just hit him in the head.
Oh, there you go.
That's a goal. At least one.
I tend to agree with you, Oaks. I think Poland is finishing last. Like you guys said, horrific qualifying campaign from them, scraped through. The World Cup before this, I remember them getting pretty much run off the park by like the worst Mexico team that we've ever seen.
Yep.
I mean, it was like a 0-0 game or something ridiculously bad. So I agree. I think Poland's finishing last. I think it's France first, Netherlands second. It's plus 165. if you're looking to go that route. Like I said, I would maybe take a little bit of a stab with Weghorst, but I don't know. Netherlands is too unpredictable. You don't know the formation. They make weird subs.
Hold on. You don't know the Netherlands formation? You don't know they're going to play a 4-3-3?
No, I do. I'm just saying I don't know who's going to be in
okay.
the lineup. I'm sorry. Like,
my bad.
Poor use of words there.
I was about to say, of all teams, we know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
Yes. So it's one of those, man, like, take fucking Denzel Dumfries if he's starting to get an assist. Like, you could take it all 3 games.
Oh, you mean the guy who puts on a Superman cape every time he steps into a Netherlands kit? Yeah. Denzel Dumfries on Netherlands is my fucking dog.
There's no doubt. So I think that's the way it goes. France is too good, finishing first, then Netherlands second.
Flash, I noticed you said they're older than Switzerland. Yes, I have them both finishing in third. So thank you. That's a great point. Old motherfuckers gonna finish in third. I feel that. Anything else for what are we on? Group D?
No, I'm good there.
All right, Group B, we got Belgium, Ukraine, Slovakia, and Romania. This might be like this is why I go, who set up Group B, where we got Croatia, Italy, and Spain playing against each other, and then it's Belgium, Ukraine, Slovakia, and Romania. I got Belgium finishing first, Ukraine finishing second. I am biased as fuck. I am Ukrainian. It is tattooed on my leg. I also just don't rate Slovakia or Romania. If you guys can name more than 3 players on each of these teams, let me know. Other thing I'll say, Openda to be Belgium's leading goal scorer is plus 1,100. I think they're falling out of love with Lukaku. I said this earlier when I was talking to Oaks. I don't think Lukaku's he doesn't even have a team really right now. Isn't he going back to Chelsea again? Yep. So I think he's kind of losing his identity, kind of going all over the place. Still a great player, still a good pickup if you're, I made
a really nice chunk of coin on Batshuayi being top goal scorer for Belgium in World Cup because Lukaku couldn't play and then didn't score any damn goals.
Yeah, see, is he actually going to make the team? Didn't he have a drop-off over in Turkey this year?
Yeah, I mean, he was the number 1 striker on Fenerbahce, I think, or at least he was in European competitions. When they played in Europe, they definitely went with Batshuayi because he's got more experience in bigger games. So I'm not sure.
I'll put Carrasco over him. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's gonna play like that. He's the guy. I'm just saying that's how I made my money on Belgium in the World Cup.
Only other thing I have for in this is Dovbyk to be Ukraine's leading goal scorer because it had a plus sign next to it, and he's just an absolute fucking unit. They're not going to play the same way that Girona was offensively able to set him up. So I expect it to just be like way uglier. Toss that shit in here. I'm huge and fast goals. And Zinchenko for chicks.
This is the most like unpredictable group in terms of finishing order. I think anybody could realistically finish anywhere. It wouldn't surprise me. I feel like Ukraine is going to rally around, I don't know, the never-ending war that they're in, right? We've seen it with national pride in the past. So I think they make it out of the group.
We see it with Shakhtar too. UCL.
Exactly. So I think they're going to be pretty much a wild card. They're going to get out of the group. Slovakia, I think, is like one of those tough teams. They could finish second. They could finish third. I guess it's Belgium by default, but it's another team for me. You mentioned it with
one
Lukaku.
Goal in the World Cup, 1 fucking goal.
I looked it up the other day. Like we think about Belgium, like, yeah, their golden generation's a little bit past them, but like we're still kind of stuck there when we fantasize about the team.
No Courtois either.
Yeah, they're older. They I don't really know what their identity is. Like, should they finish first? Yes. Will they? I don't know that it's guaranteed, man. I could see a 2-way tie, 3-way tie. I really have nothing that I could like firmly say I believe in for this group.
Yeah. Look, if you're going not Lukaku and you want to take a shot on Belgian top goal scorer, KDB plus 500. I know he's more of an assist guy, but you know, he's still out there. Like Leg said, Openda at 13-1, Trossard at plus 750, Doku at plus 850. You know,
plus
Luka Bacchiao who plays right wing for them. I love him. He always seems to show up for Belgium. But, like we said, Bakayoko too, Johan Bakayoko, I think he's really good as well.
I'm with you, Flash.
I watched this team in the World Cup. They scored one damn goal. Now, they had a game where they should have scored 4, and Lukaku went off the woodwork 3 goddamn times. But, Benke's not getting the call up. I can tell you Benteke is
what? Dude, do they know how many headers he has in the MLS, though?
Yeah, Benteke is not even going, fam. But yeah, I don't know. I want to say Belgium wins this group, but it's not a hard sell for me to be talked into Ukraine winning this group.
Right.
Now that said, Ukraine to finish top 2 is plus 120 on Bet Rivers. So I really like that at a plus number. And like Leg said, Dovbek or Tezgankov are going to be the top goal scorer there. And then one thing I just always like to remind people of, because personally I thought it was one of the fucking sickest goals I've seen in a long time, when Shapanrenko hit that fucking kick from the top of the box to beat France. That was absolutely nasty. So he also takes all their free kicks, and he definitely goes direct on net from free kicks. So don't be surprised if you hear me saying yo, Shapanrenko is plus 750 for an anytime goal. He's not going to take a lot of shots, and it's going to come off a free kick. But for $5, that's $5 into steak dinner. Why not?
Back.
All right, last group. We got Group F. So we have Georgia, Czech Republic, Portugal, and Turkey. Those are our 4.
Do you just call the country of Georgia?
Yeah, that's what I say. So I know. Well, if I say Georgia, then I'm in America, so then people think it's the state. So now I just say it, cool. And then they know I'm not talking about the state.
Cool.
That's how my brain's working with it.
Okay.
Or I could call it Georgia, and then people would be like, "What the fuck is that?" And then we'd look even dumber, and then I'd be like, "Guys, it's actually a country over, there's other continents."
If you Google Georgia flag PNG like I did today, the state of Georgia is the
yes,
it comes
fucking
up.
Big Peach shows up.
All I'll say is Special K. Group F is ass. Flash, appreciate you.
Flash.
I have them dead last. Georgia is dead last for me. Special K, their highest goal scorer at plus 200 is the only number I look to hopefully hit on any bet regarding that country.
Yes.
Czech Republic, I have finishing in 3rd place. I think Turkey is going to pull something out of their ass. They have a lot of young talent now, and they have already a pretty solid backline midfield that for some reason when they put on the Turkish national team kits, it all comes together. Like Amrabat, people are going to think about buying Amrabat again after this competition. I almost guarantee it.
Pretty sure he's Moroccan.
Huh?
I think he's a Moroccan.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do have that mixed up with Morocco.
Yeah.
You're right. Portugal, I don't know how they wouldn't win this group. They're fucking absolutely loaded. Ronaldo's also still one of the top 3 in golden boots, which is fucking crazy to think about. He's 39 years old, did just break a goal record in Saudi Arabia, but I'm ignoring all of that, and I'm looking at Diogo Jota to be Portugal's top goal scorer at plus 1,100.
I also thought that was a good play.
It was him taking penalties today that really sealed the deal for me. I was like, wait, so you're telling me that if Ronaldo's not in, this guy's the one taking penalties? I was like, you know what? He had a fucking quiet season with Liverpool. I'll roll with it. Diogo Jota plus 1,100 to just lead Portugal. Portugal's one of those teams that also is going to have fucking 4 different lineups, and they'll be able to just throw whoever they want out there, and they'll probably win the game. And you're going to have to get lucky and hope your guy plays against one of the shit teams in this group if you were thinking about getting a gold boot for any of them. Nick, what do you got?
I agree. Portugal first, Czech Republic second, plus 300. It's kind of the only way to look at it. I think Czechs are a little younger, a little more experienced, a little more put together than Turkey. I don't think Turkey's quite there yet, but those 2 teams.
The free bet that I told you. So you said Samacha plus 700 was free for Italy. Patrick Schick to lead the Czech Republic is plus 200 in goals. This is a guy that
backpacked them to the round of 8.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know who else scores besides maybe Thomas Souček for this team because Patrick Schick plays up front by himself.
Yep.
Yes.
So that was a freebie.
I like it.
Continue.
Oh man, that's where I'm at. I
All
think
right, bet.
Czechs are a little more put together than Turkey. That's kind of my
They
only thought.
definitely are. Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Hold on. Name the back line for the Czechs that are much more put together.
I can't name the back line for Turkey
Yeah.
either. So I mean,
Well,
if we're being fucking honest,
much more put together. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I don't know, dude. I just watched the Turkey team yesterday.
Arda Güler wasn't there.
Do nothing for 90
Arda
minutes.
Güler
So
wasn't there. Doesn't count. Arda
in
Güler.
Turkey, the team that finished last place last year was a team that I don't believe qualified for the last World Cup, or did they?
Wait, also
think
they
they
played
did.
against Italy, who they held to 0.
They scored
And-
0.
Yes, but Italy at their own crib did not score on them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So at
Cool. So
Italy's
the-
crib,
so the
are
two
we
posts-
counting it?
Uh,
Well, Turkey had the
let's-
only big chance of the game. Also,
Friendly bet, dude. I'll give you 1-1. Who finishes above who?
what if Turkey finishes above Italy? How would we do that?
No, above the Czech Republic.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I think the Czechs are better than Turkey.
I'm saying that I don't know. I'm the only arguing that this guy said it was way off. They might finish above them. You're right, but to say they have a much more completed team, I think is an over exaggeration.
$20. Who finishes higher?
$20 Turkey finishes higher. Arda Güler is going to have more goals than the entire Czech team.
I disagree. I mean, I watched Patrick Schick backpack that team to the round of 8. I have Czech to finish top 2. Czech to finish top 2 is plus 110. Turkey to finish exactly 3rd is plus 220. Like Leg said, Patrick Schick, top goal scorer. I really like the Yata pick. I had that on the list as well. Georgia, top scorer there. Special K is plus 220. I'm going to butcher this name. Mikatudzi? I don't know. He plays for Mets. He's on. They just got, or not Mets. He plays for St. Etienne or Mets, one of the two that was in the promotion. He scored goals over there. He's been scoring goals in French League too. If it's not Special K, it's going to be him, and he's 5-1. Those are pretty much the only two guys. Yeah, he is on Mets. Thank you, Bird. That are going to score goals. It's going to be Special K doing everything, or 3 guys on Special K. He'll find a way to get the ball away, and Mekadutsi is going to tap it in. That's the best I have on the pronunciation. So
I like it.
They also lost 6-1 to Austria. Yeah, and then Italy couldn't even score a fucking goal against them, Bird.
That's more of an indictment of Italy than it is saying that Turkey's fucking good. Believe me.
Yeah, but Italy didn't dominate the game at all.
They kind of did.
Where?
They
In
controlled.
what facet?
We don't have enough time for me to get into Italy's fucking problems because we'd have another 2 shows. But I don't remember Turkey doing one thing of merit outside of a couple of corner kicks. They had a couple chances off corners. That was it. Nothing got on net. I don't even think they had a shot on goal.
I'm not going to pretend that I watched any friendlies this week because I didn't.
They had the exact same amount of shots on net as Italy, and Italy only had one more attempted shot over them.
I watched 6 baseball games last night.
That sounds so much worse than watching a 0-0 soccer game. Only other thing I have on here is golden boots, and then I have most goals in groups, which I put Group F or Group D. I don't really think any other one, unless Belgium puts it on somebody. I think it would be the Portugal or the French group.
Yeah.
And then I have France to reach the final at plus 150 and Portugal to reach the semifinals at plus 150 because those are the features I like.
So cool. It's like we almost planned it beforehand because I'm on a lot of. No, I don't think we did. Now, listen, I think this is it's kind of a chalky tournament for like a winner, right? I think I can't really look past one of the 3 favorites, because the drop off in quality is massive. I think France is the team. That's who I like to win it all, plus 350 or whatever they're at. I wouldn't be mad if somebody took England. I wouldn't be mad if somebody took Germany at home. I think, those are solid bets. I think Portugal at plus 800. And let's caveat this. Shop around. If you have the opportunity, if you're in a state with multiple books, if you're in if you're into offshore, whatever, like this is the time to do it because lines are going to vary severely. But I'm just going off of what I looked at. Portugal's around plus 800. I think that's a live team at a pretty good price. And if you really want to go crazy, I think one of the huge underdogs, like take a team like Croatia plus 4,000. I don't think they do it, but that's like almost too good of a number not to take a little bit of a shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just run through them quick.
No, if you
highest scoring team, I like England at plus 350. I like Portugal at plus 650. I think those two teams have the most firepower. France, obviously, you can make a case for. I thought the numbers sucked. And then Golden Boot, I think Mbappe plus 500 because like I'm just trying to think of teams who are going to make the final or make it really, really close to the final. Plus 500 is a stupid, ridiculous number for him. He's done it before. I think Ronaldo, dude, plus 1,200. Like that's just, I don't know. That's insane to me. Like
I just love that script.
It's why he's got 50 goals this year, dude.
Yeah. So I don't know. You just have to take it. They're baiting me with that number, but I like it.
And a soft group too. And a group that he should just absolutely fucking steamroll.
Exactly. So that's why I'm heavy up on Portugal. I think your boy Fulkrig, like plus 4,500 is like, super, super outside dark horse, but
really, I took Kai Havertz at plus 2,900 too.
Yeah, okay, you can make a case for that. Anybody on Germany, I think, is decent, and then the two other
all
bets
of the Netherlands boys too are like plus 4,000. That's Malen, that's Depay, that's Gakpo. I think any of them could also like. I was just looking for teams that I know would go on a run, so like I wouldn't be looking at my future and it's like, fuck, I hope nobody else scores the rest of the competition.
And then to win all the group games, Germany is plus 200, Portugal is plus 300. I think both of those run the table in the group. So those are solid bets that I had there. And then a France-Germany final is like plus 1,200. So that was just trying to figure out who matches up on what side of the bracket. I think that could be it.
The wild card qualifiers like fucked me up so bad on the bracket. I was like, I'm not doing bracket math right now.
Right. It's tough. So that's what I came to.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, France to win Euros. You can get it at plus 400 on Bet Rivers. I'll probably be limited to like $3 on that because they hate my money, especially in futures markets. So yeah, plus 350 is probably the second best number you're going to find. Like I said at the top of the show, I am on Germany to win the Euros at plus 550. They're at home. It's Toni Kroos's last season. It's got to be done. I got to take it. If not, if the worst thing that happens is I spent $25 to make content for an entire month, that is $25 well spent. But I do think Germany can pull something off here, especially at home. Don't underestimate them. Top goal scorer for the Euros, Ronnie, 1,400 over on FanDuel. As Leg mentioned, if I'm taking Germany to win Euros, Kai Havertz or Fulkirk, whoever's starting at number 9, I'm going to take Kai Havertz is 3,500, Fulkirk is 40 to 1. And then Mbappe is at 5 to 1. I mean, France is probably walking straight into this final. Yes. I just don't see how it doesn't happen. One of the ones I really liked is Toni Kroos to win player of the tournament. I don't care what happens. If this German team makes the semifinal, it's in Germany, and this is a media award. This isn't voted on by players. This isn't voted on by staff. This isn't voted on by fans. This is a fucking media award. This is Toni Kroos's tournament. This is Toni Kroos's farewell to football forever. Toni Kroos is winning this award. It's 18 to 1.
I'm here for that.
And then, you throw a sprinkle on Bellingham because it is a media award and there is way more English media than any other media that's going to be there. And that's what you all will see. All of us here in America, all we're going to get is English language broadcast, or you're going to get Telemundo. That's not even Spanish. Like, they're not even pulling for the Spanish teams there. They're just Spanish-speaking announcers who will regurgitate the same English talking points that the English companies who own them tell them to say. So yeah, Bellingham at 10 to 1 is the reason you take that is if Germany doesn't make it past quarterfinals, then this is open for somebody else. So yeah, Bellingham and Toni Kroos, player of the tournament, I think are, again, they're media awards, guys. This is pundits. This is fucking asshole Jamie Carragher. This is like, this is the bullshit opinions you have to cater to. And doing that, the narrative writes itself for Toni Kroos, a guy like Bellingham, Foden, anybody not named Kane.
All right. Only other thing, I have Toni Kroos most assists at plus 3,300. Numbers awesome. Toni Kroos is very good at getting assists. And insert all of the farewell bullshit that Oaks just said to you guys multiple times, and I hope you're paying attention. Copa America is pretty easy. I'll give it another, I'll give it another 10, 15 minutes here. Copa America, there's only 4 groups, and I think we know how Copa America is going to end, which is Argentina always finds Brazil in the final. So there's maybe 4 teams where I would look at goal scorers for, and then these groups is just Group A. I don't know why they did this. It's kind of like a Group B situation over in Euros. It's Argentina, Canada, Chile, and Peru all in the same group. And then you have a bunch of other shit CONCACAF and CONMEBOL teams mixed up in the other ones. And then Brazil's in a group. So I have Argentina finishing first, Canada in second. Yeah, what's good? I put Canada in second.
No way.
Canada just qualifies plus 200. Canada, that's, dude, Jonathan David, Buchanan, Alfonso Davies.
Canada, who scored 0 goals in the World Cup, that Canada?
They have a brand new manager, Jesse Marsh, is about to turn that
They got brand new players, 0 fucking goals.
Oh, hold up. So the manager doesn't matter at all?
I do love Jesse Marsh. I'm with you. I wish he was the U.S. coach. So, like, I want to fight you, but I like, again, another team that I need to see do something before they get money.
Canada still almost qualified from that World Cup group. Nobody scored goals in that group.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely nobody scored goals in that group. How many goals did Italy score in the World Cup, Nick?
They scored 0, just like they scored against Turkey because they weren't there.
Making sure. Yeah. Just making sure. I don't really think there's if you think Chile is going to do it again with the same fucking guys they've been playing with for the last 20 fucking years.
I sneakily like Peru. I think Peru's like
Peru?
I don't like them, but I don't like either of the other teams.
If it was in Peru, elevation, I'd back you. However, we aren't.
Do you think there's going to be more Canadians or more Peruvians at the games?
There'll be
Do you
more
think that's going to matter?
You don't?
No, not really, because I think it's going to be mostly Argentine and Brazilians there.
All right.
I think that anybody who doesn't already live here in America can't afford to go to this, period, end of story.
Peruvians are making all
Copa America right now is the worst fucking product they can make it. They're charging NFL fucking ticket prices to go to these games. Hotels are through the fucking roof. They're in cities with garbage fucking public transportation. Somebody's like, yo, do you want to go to a game down in Houston with me? I'm like, no, because that's $2,000 that I don't have.
Fact.
Actually, wait, are there going to be more Canadians and Peruvians at these games?
Oh,
they're all
here we
in
go.
America. They're all in America. Wouldn't it be easier for the Canadians to come than the Peruvians?
It would be easier. I think there's more people of Peruvian descent living in the United States than there are Canadians.
Bird, you want to go see Argentine games though? Like, I don't know what else is at MetLife, but like I'm sure you can get cheaper tickets for Peru versus Chile.
Right.
If you're not going to see Argentina play, or if you're not going to see Canada play, or if you're not going to see Mexico play, or if you're not seeing the United States or Brazil play, chances are you can get. I haven't looked into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just 100% knew that I'm not going to any of these fucking games because I don't work for somebody who can get me press credentials, and I'm not forking out fucking $350 to see any of these fucking teams.
Yeah. So, like, I'm kind of with you, dude. I think Canada's a little bit undervalued, but I think Peru's a decent team. So, let's see.
How many World Cup goals did Peru have?
Don't know.
It was 0. They didn't make it. I'm just keeping that in my back. I have to check now whoever was in the World Cup last, since I've been hit with the stat twice. So now I'm just checking. Oh, were they in the World Cup? Oh shit, they weren't. But they're gonna beat out my boys over at Canada.
They might.
Peru does have a nasty keeper.
Jonathan David. Group B. This group sucks. And it's
I got one for you.
something for. I have something also, but it's just out of pettiness. We have Ecuador, Mexico, Jamaica, and Venezuela. I would love to see Jamaica qualify. The number looks fantastic. It's a lot of faith in Andre Blake and Leon Bailey, so I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. What I do love is Mexico to lose in the group stages at plus 320. I love that one so much. I think Venezuela or Jamaica will give them enough trouble that they're going to fuck their entire run up in this. I think Ecuador finishes on top also. I think Ecuador
That's where
is
I'm at.
group
Plus 160 for Ecuador, top the group. That was exactly my pick.
Valencia is still playing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the best goal scorer in every team in that group.
Only positive thing I actually have to say about Mexico is Santi Jimenez as their top goal scorer is sitting around plus 300. That's if their dumbass coach actually starts him and plays him because he doesn't like to start him. And I don't actually know.
Hey,
is
Chucky Lozano coming to MLS? I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to San Diego. Colt's definitely very excited about that one.
Colt is super pumped. Yeah, I mean, look, again, we can go group by group on this. I have a bunch of stuff here at the end. I couldn't even get lines for half of this stuff in this group because books don't care right now. Yeah. It's also
the rest are pretty fucking easy, so I won't. Group C, we have Uruguay, USA, Bolivia, and Panama. I have it in that order. Uruguay topping it, USA second, Bolivia third, Panama fourth. The odds lean Bolivia, but there's no real argument for why. I think Bolivia just plays better as a cohesive unit than Panama. I've also only watched Panama play against the United States, who were either really pissed off or put out one of the most shit lineups possible. So I can't give you an accurate reading on Panama. I just know that in history's past, Bolivia has played better football, and the books are agreeing with that eyeball test. And Uruguay is going to absolutely stomp this entire group. I would love to see
Panama
USA.
doesn't get invited to Copa Libertadores or Sudamericana, and Bolivia does. So there's your competition step up right there.
Any differences in that one? Do you think Panama beats Bolivia out, Nick?
I don't.
I don't really see
Panama plays, dude.
I think Bolivia is better.
Right, I can at least name you some teams from the Bolivian top league because they play in Copa Libertadores and Sudamericana.
Panama, all I know about is the canal, I'll be honest. So
right.
And then we got Group D, which is Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, and Costa Rica. I have it in that order. Keylor Navas is no longer on Costa Rica to give them a fighting chance. I have them dead last. Paraguay, I mean, they do at least have Almiron. I can name somebody on their team that'll maybe make a difference. And Brazil and Colombia are going to absolutely stomp everyone. Brazil number one. The only reason that I think they wouldn't get number one is if they trip up to Colombia, and I think that would actually be better for their Copa America run is if they trip up to Colombia and then just don't lose the entire rest of the tournament. It's kind of like that pregame check. You remember the Dream Team when they had the college kids go and beat them in that first game? They're like, "See, you can lose," type of deal. That's how I see it going. And then I
think Brazil, like you look at the Brazil team, the only pause I have is like their players are fucking exhausted, right? They got guys that are on every team that made a deep fucking run in multiple competitions. And are we going to depend on Vinny Jr. every single game to score a goal or two goals? Like at some point, somebody else has to chip in.
Well, Hendrick will have a couple, but yeah, Vinny all day for me. Argentina top goal scorers, Brazil top goal scorers, and USA top goal scorers are the only ones I looked up odds for because I'm not putting a lot of faith in anyone else to make a long run here. Mexico, I took Santi Jimenez. Colombia, I'm taking Luis Diaz. And nobody else do I have enough faith to make a run really further than the group stages. I know somebody has to, but I don't know who that's going to be at all between the Bolivia, Jamaicas, and the Chiles of the world. Oh, Perus of the world. But Argentina, besides Messi, who's sitting at minus 150, I liked Alvarez at plus 250 to lead their team in goals. Martinez at plus 500, I think, is a great shout. He had a great year over in Serie A. He's not going to be on penalty kicks. We see how that goes for him. Garnacho at plus 1,300 is another just name that might score some goals for Argentina that I throw out there. But you also have to beat Messi out in goals and hope that Argentina doesn't get too many penalty kick calls. Brazil, Vinny Jr. plus 135. Endrick plus 600, I think, is a little sneaky one to lead Brazil in goals. And then Savio at plus 2,500. This is literally just if he happens to be on the end of each passing play, because Savio, Rodrigo, and Vinny all kind of have the same technique of free-flowing offense. Whoever's running in the middle or whoever dribbles the last guy last is going to get the goal. They don't care who scores it. They're all very unselfish players. So look around at those odds over at Brazil. And then the United States, you're getting Pulisic to leading goals at plus 380. I think that's fucking ridiculous. Somebody that leads, that takes all the pens.
He'll play every minute of every game.
He's going to play every fucking minute.
No.
And then you look at it at all the other odds, and you're like, okay, Ricardo Pepe sitting at like
That's
plus 700. Okay, Balogun sitting at like plus 550. I don't hate any of those numbers at all. If you want to just split a unit on all three of them, you're looking at plus money here.
Yeah.
So
I like Pepe at plus 900 over at DraftKings. I think that's the best option for value.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think Pepe is a great play because we know Berhalter is not going to start him, but we've all watched enough Greg Berhalter ball to know that all of these games are going to be 0-0 in the 80th minute, and then Pepe is going to step on the pitch and somebody's going to yeet a ball to him and he fucking finishes them because that's what the fuck he does.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're like, it's so. I'm not going to go on a whole speech here condemning U.S. men's national team because I do want them to win. But it's like if they lose, I would be so happy because we are us. And the fact that Greg Berhalter has a job is a crime against America. And I'll save my thoughts for last. Nick, if you got anything else you want to touch on before we
I think Jimenez for Mexico, I mean, plus 275. This is a team that's going to have like 3-4 goals max in the whole tournament. So if he gets 2, you're pretty much there. So I'm kind of with you on that. But Messi at plus 330 for the whole tournament. I mean, the guy's going to get 4 penalty kicks no matter what.
I don't think he will. I think that our CONCACAF / refs are much stingier. And the amount of physical contact you're allowed to get away with when you start playing CONCACAF ref ball is insane compared to what they just like. It's a blood. It's an honest to God bloodbath, guys. Like they don't call shit over here.
I respect that.
So yeah, look, Brazil to make the final is plus 100. Who's stopping Brazil from making the final?
Referees, corruption.
Okay,
UEFA.
And that's it, right?
UEFA trying to give an English player the Ballon d'Or.
Right. Brazil to win Copa America plus 225. Fuck Argentina. Fuck Messi and company. It's all Brazil all day. Brazil to win Copa plus 225 over on DraftKings. Brazil to beat Argentina in the final plus 600 on FanDuel. Canada to qualify plus 250 on DraftKings. I do think. Leg. I know Chile does have some decent players. But yeah, I do like Canada here to qualify under Jesse Marsh. Peru to finish bottom of Group A is plus 140 on BetMGM. Again, outside of their keeper, like name me who's playing striker for Peru because it's not Rui Diaz.
Lapadula, probably.
Yeah, Lapadula. I mean, he's going to get
name.
1, maybe 2.
Maybe.
So yeah, Ecuador to win Group B. We already talked about that. Plus 160 over on DraftKings. USA to win Group C. Plus 145. I don't think they do it. I think Uruguay does it.
It's a live bet.
But I got to talk about it because at plus 145, it just takes a draw against Uruguay and then beat the 2 other teams. And then you're tied. And then you get dead heat rules. Especially if we somehow manage to have a higher goal differential than Uruguay. So then, look, I don't hate it as a flyer. It's if we can pull off a tie versus Uruguay, we should beat both of the other teams. And then it comes down to goal differential. So,
man, if they hung like a plus 200 in front of that, I'd be all over it.
Right. Yeah, 145 is a little skinny, but again, I mention it just to make contact. content. We have an American audience. Gotta talk about it.
Y'all are trash.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Top goal scorer for Brazil, Vinny at +145. Top goal scorer for USA, we already talked about it. Pepe/Balogun. I like them both over Pulisic just because they're playing striker. Like, I know everybody likes Pulisic, but I'll tell you right now, I'm about Pulisic assist every single game because it's going to be like +400 because everybody thinks that he's the striker. Yeah, he takes penalty kicks, and yeah, he does make nice goals sometimes. But
you've been watching too much Milan Pulisic. You've been watching
2 shots on target every game, like just guaranteed.
Sure. Hit the woodwork too. Like if you could still find those bets. But yeah, that's where I'm at with Copa America.
Couple of long shots on golden boots. I like Luis Diaz at +3,500. If Colombia makes a run, he is their offense. I like Jonathan David at +4,200. If Canada somehow makes a run, it's going to be because of Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David. And then I like Endrick at +2,300 because I don't know who's actually going to be scoring for Brazil. So if they play with an out-and-out number 9, Endrick would be their best out-and-out number 9. And I expect him to. Now, this is weird between me and managers. When something successful is happening, I expect them to keep doing that. They don't like to always do that. So that's the only thing I really see fucking that one up. But Alvarez, Martinez, Vinny, all very bettable numbers for Golden Boot. Pretty much anyone besides Messi is looking pretty good for me. And like Nick said, Messi's probably going to have 4 to 5 penalty kicks and like toss in like 2 or 3 more assists, and he'll get the best player of the tournament award. And they probably won't even win the thing, even though Vinny deserved it over him. Nick mentioned, do we expect Vinny to score every single game for Brazil? Yes, I do.
Plus 400.
To score every game or
no, Golden Boot. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, dude, the score assist plus 500. Do you think they do that to us? Anyway, yeah, I have Brazil to win. You guys know me. I'm like Eno until Berhalter's gone. I would love to see USA get knocked out in the group stages just so they fire that motherfucker. The perfect situation that could happen is Canada gets dead last, and then we get dead last. They fire Jesse Marsh. We fire Greg Berhalter, and then we pick up Jesse Marsh.
Fire Jesse Marsh.
I don't think
no shit. He's been
unless USA just like makes him an offer and he wants to come over.
We have such an easy offer. Hey, we're hosting the next World Cup, and we've had the best talent pool that we've ever had.
And we just came in last in the Copa America, so yeah, come on over.
Yeah, fuck it, man.
I also watched our players say, we're really looking forward to 2026. It's like, you should be looking forward to beating fucking Uruguay, dude.
Oh no! Well, my pitch was also before when they spent $500,000 to search for a new manager, and then we got the exact same fucking one. That was my pitch then. I was going for like the Ancelottis, the Jose Mourinho's. Yo, we're hosting this shit,
right?
Oh, yo, we're the home country.
Jose Mourinho said he'd coach for free for the U.S. just to grow the game here.
No, he wouldn't. That's a fucking lie. He also said Fenerbahce's jersey is his skin. Guy's been there for like 3 days. So,
well, he knows who signs his checks. That's for sure.
That's fair enough. That's all I got for you guys, though. That was the Copa America and the Euro futures. If you need any action for the weekend, we have Brazilian action. We have MLS action. You can follow us on Twitter for all of that. You can follow us at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWOFootTalk. Link is in the description. You can also follow me at a young leg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. And you can follow Nick at Nick Dianni. All the links are down in the description. Go ahead, scroll down, click them. Nice and easy for you. Also, we got some hats. We got some shirts, all that jazz. TFTdrip.com. Check it out.
Love
Nick. So as far as I know, Nick's going to be joining us for the summer edition of 2FootTalk for the Euros, for the Copa Americas. Nick's going to be here for the content. So make sure you guys give Nick a follow. He's going to have to be dealing with us for a month or two here. So just show him a little bit of extra kindness, because don't worry, I'll be giving it to him right after this video ends. I already have the turkey lineup pulled up.
Hold on. Shout out my StreamYard that has gone the longest it ever has without freezing, an hour and 20 minutes in the history of me using StreamYard.
I didn't want to jinx it. That's why I didn't say anything about that.
Appreciate you guys.
It gave us a couple of popcorn crackles there too, and I kind of looked at Leg. I'm like, is this it? Are we losing Nick? But no, it held strong. So
I was thinking about that for the last 30 minutes. Once it hit 45, I was like,
45. I was preparing the text.
But all right, that's all we got for you guys. Fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
Nick, thank you for coming.